Hey, yo. E-Kings Fight News and Terrance Crawford just offered Danny Garcia a pay-per-view fight offer on ESPN, and Danny Garcia turned it down. He turned down the opportunity to face WBO welterweight champion Terrance "Bud" Crawford. Why is that? E-King Fight News, we got more on this. Wow. You already know, man. E-King Fight News. Bud Crawford. Top Rank wanted Terrance Crawford versus Danny Garcia pay-per-view in March 2019. And Danny Garcia, the PBC side, turned down the fight. Danny Garcia turned down the fight. Wow. What is going on? They don't want to make Errol Spence versus Terrance Crawford. They don't want to make that fight. And now, Danny Garcia had the chance to be on an ESPN pay-per-view. And he turned it down to fight Terrance Crawford? Man, you see how Bob's stunting on these dudes, man? He trying to get welterweights for Crawford. Bob Arum trying to put one of these PBC guys on pay-per-view. And they turned that shit down. For real. Man, let me just pull up this article. And I'm still, this is some real funny shit. Some real funny style. I mean, PBC, y'all know what else they did, right? They're making Earl versus Mikey, okay. And they're trying to set up, the word is they really trying to set up Earl Spence versus Shawn Porter. But if they don't get this fight done for 2019, fucking PB, I don't care if it's Shawn Porter. Anybody can say Shawn Porter's ducking, but at some point, the network needs to stand up and say, put up or shut up. You two guys, it's time for you guys to fight. Otherwise, you know what HBO used to do back in the day, right? They'd be like, hey, okay. Y'all know HBO used to deny fights, turn down maybe decent fights. They actually decided to pass on Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. A fight that was an upset in the making. They passed out on it. ESPN got the rights when HBO literally passed on Bob Arum. Said, who the fuck is Jeff Horn? They're like, we don't want to buy that shit. That's what they told Bob Arum. That's what you do as a network. PBC, I mean, okay, you're going to buy Shawn Porter versus Ugas. But, man, Keith Thurman ain't really going to fight, right? Keith Thurman is just going to be, like, semi-retired for the next 5 years. He's going to be semi-retired until he gets enough bum fights, enough Josecito Lopez's to really raise his stock. And then he'll take one shot. He's going to take a shot at Earl Spence. I think Keith Thurman's going to go straight to Earl Spence after a couple tune-ups. I don't know, man. He's got to really step up. This guy's really got to step up. Otherwise, man, everyone's going to remember Everyone's going to remember this shit. This is the most blatant ducking in the welterweight I've never seen. This kind of blatant ducking going on in the division. Why wouldn't Danny Garcia want a title shot on pay-per-view against Terrance "Bud" Crawford? $3 million career, maybe a career high payday. When is Danny Garcia headline the pay-per-view? His career high payday is probably Lucas Matisse fight. because he got on some trickle-down fucking Mayweather undercard. That's probably his biggest payday. And I don't know. You know, who knows what he's really looking for. I mean, Danny Garcia, he can still fight. You know, Adrian Broner never saw Danny Garcia. And I think that would be a potential pay-per-view clash. And maybe he knows what's up, man. Maybe he knows Terrance Crawford's the goods. And it would be unlikely that he would really come out of an ESPN show on Terrance Crawford's turf and stand a chance. But real fighters, man, real killers, they'll take what's out there. You know, they'll take it. You know, Glenn Johnson, true road warrior, man. Bernard Hopkins, guys like that, they would jump at these kind of opportunities. Fucking, you know, Vander Holyfield would jump at these kind of opportunities. You already know Marvin Hagler, all those guys, even Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather would jump at the opportunity in his prime. Danny Garcia ain't like this dude's old man. Danny Garcia is supposedly in his prime, and he's afraid to step up. He's afraid to step up and take on Bud Crawford. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, man. This boy Danny Garcia. I mean, yeah, okay. No, I can't take away from his resume. He's coming off the Sean Porter. He is coming off a loss. But do you have to go back to a tune-up every fucking time out? Well, when are you going to take a back-to-back fucking, you know, legit fight? You know, shit like Eric Morales, man. Yo, you got Warriors blood, man. This dude got Warriors blood, and he ain't fucking... You know what? Maybe he's being smart. I don't know, man. He's going to take a tune-up. The word is Danny Garcia, he already has a date, no? He already has a date on PBC. Right? Let's not forget. He's going to be fighting Adrian Granados. Right? I mean, shit, man. We live in a world where welterweights, top-tier fighters are willing to fight mid-tier to low-level competition than fucking championship pay-per-view fights? Unbelievable. That's unbelievable to me. Danny Garcia turns down. Let me look at this story, man. I hate to just rant and not talk about the story. So let's get into it. Okay, so Top Rank wanted Terrance Crawford versus Danny Garcia in spring of 2019. Oh, as we all know, Terrance Crawford is heading towards the Luis Collazo matchup on March 23rd in Madison Square Garden, New York. Collazo's wasn't Top Rank's first choice before Top Rank president Todd DeBuff began negotiating a deal. Before he began negotiating a deal, apparently he reached out to PBC, and apparently they wanted to set up a Danny Garcia fight. They made an offer that was delivered to Angel Garcia and Danny, and they didn't. Did they not hear back from him? Totally professional discussion from Top Rank official Dave Moretti. Wait, hold on a second. No, it can't be Dave Moretti. Hold on a second. Vice President Carl Moretti. That's right, Carl Moretti. Said it was totally professional. He said he would discuss it with Danny. Never heard back. I appreciate him taking the call. I think the door is always open. Absolutely. So apparently Danny answered the phone. He got the offer. And he never, you know what? He never even sent them a formal response. He just stayed quiet. And what is this? I guess it's an interview. It's an interview from Mike Coppinger, who basically broke this story. Shout out to Ring TV. Danny was sitting there, and we felt, you know what? It's really a terrific fight. Todd DeBuff told the Ring, we don't want to value the loss. We didn't want to value the loss, Garcia's loss to Porter. It was an entertaining fight, a close fight. Garcia has marketing value that would have made for a great Terrance Crawford promotion. And they never heard back from Team Garcia. So that's what went down. E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think. And we're out.